Hello, hi everybody. So, a quick message before we start. Tarot and oracle cards are amazing tools for self awareness and guidance. In the right hands, it can truly help you understand the story of your life. However, this should only be support in developing your own intuition and discernment. I ask that this tarot session be guided by the divine for your best path and purpose. Okay, so today is discovery session, and we have the getting crumbs in reverse. It came out in reverse. All right, so this is going to be our theme for today, and it's the title you'd have seen is the person that was giving you breadcrumbs. But also, there's something in this about the person who, because it's in reverse, the person who's no longer accepting breadcrumbs. Yeah? So, we are using the Neoteric Feminine Tarot today, and this card is from the What's Blocking You card deck. All right, so now let's start with what this card says. It says you deserve more than crumbs of affection. Wait for the one who adores you. So this is telling us that this person was giving you much less than you deserve in a situation, right? Often this is like romantic energy, like we're connecting to somebody. But why do people do that? All right, so that's what I want to get into. Why do people do this? Now let's get some info. We have the Emperor here. We have the Magician. We have Judgment and Six of Wands. All right. I just like had to breathe out because it's kind of heavy. It is kind of heavy. What I'm seeing here, right? We have the Lovers in hidden energy. Now, why would this person be breadcrumbing? All right. No, let's start over here. We have somebody that there's a kind of like big personality, big ego, or a sense of like, I need to go in the direction or I can steer my life. And that includes like the other people they're relating to, right? I can steer this in the direction I want it to go. So there's a kind of like control that comes with that. This is somebody who, with the Magician, sometimes if we look at that in the shadow, that is sometimes like a manipulative energy. So this is definitely, to me, this person that was doing this is somebody that has a kind of sense of this is what I want, but not in a kind of reciprocal way. It's more, they're focusing more on their push, their drive, like their what they want, right? So it's a internal sense of what they want to happen, but it includes you as well if you're on this side getting breadcrumbed, right? And this person wants to manifest something. So it's almost like with the Emperor, it's like I'm going to decide how I want to make something happen. Now, if this is in relation to a connection, you have to know that there are some people in life that they see connections as an exchange, and there's some people in life that see connections as a platform for themselves. This is the type of person that you're dealing with here. And you'll know, right? This is Aries, Virgo, Gemini energy, but I'm not saying that this person is any of those things, but it may resonate for you. Now we have Judgment and Six of Wands, right? So this could feel, there's something in here about making an assessment that what they want is to have the success in this situation. So it may feel to you that you're getting breadcrumb. This person doesn't have feelings for you, but in a way, there's something about this person that makes them feel that They have to decide how things happen. It's like if they enter a connection, it's not the way that somebody whose heart is open and has a healthy perspective is going to enter it. It's things have to happen the way I want it to happen. And I also have to ensure that there's going to be success. There's no chance of rejection. There's no sense of that because look at this in hidden energy. This is a lovers, right? And let me just pull this over here. This is the lovers with the king of swords, right? So in the hidden, right, the context of this is that this person is actually trying to make a keen decision about getting this connection with you into a space where it can actually be more intimate, more close, more connected. But it's almost like this person does not have a sense of how to go about that, or they've been taught in some way that they have to make sure that this is going to be the outcome. So, how do they use the breadcrumbs? All right, let's just look at that. How would breadcrumbs do this? Right, okay, this is to me, in this case, a very clear example of like those breadcrumbs, right? A little bit of something. Here's a little gesture, a little apology here, a little offer of something. It's not big enough to kind of sustain anything, but it kind of reinforces, right? These kind of small bits of like excitement that you get because this person is giving you something that you wanted, right? They're giving you a little bit of their time, a little bit of their energy. All right, let's see. You know what? This person gives some kind of chance for you to come into contact. They might offer something like, well, let's hang out here or something like that, but then you never see them, or there's not like a follow up after that, or it's a small thing like a text message or some kind of offer. Maybe you can somehow be with them in their group of friends, and these kind of things make you feel like, yes, we are actually kind of working together, right? Because that's what you're looking at. You're looking at what you actually desire with this person. It's actually creating a sense of value in a fake way. So by breadcrumbing, right? Remember that this person has this kind of emperor attitude, like it's about what I would like to happen. And for somebody to have that, there has to be a kind of sense that what life and love is about what they want. And so, will have a sense that, oh, this person's important, right? Because they're actually creating value by giving these breadcrumbs, whether you realize it or not, right? Because it's like restraining their affection, their time, their resources is how they create in you the sense that what I am is valuable. I don't know if you're understanding what I'm saying, but because of that, no. And you might be somebody that's in your heart space, right? You're just like emotional, or you might just be invested in the kind of energy that's created, which is, oh, this person's giving something to me. No, that really relies on you taking your eye off of who you are, what you want in life, and actually putting it on them, right? Because remember that's what we're having here. This is somebody that's wanting to manifest this idea that they're in charge, they're kind of validated into this kind of sense of strength in the world, even in just your eyes. So you are actually helping them create this kind of aura about themselves through this breadcrumbing. It's a very powerful thing. Um, so let's look at this again, right? This card reminds me about what we're talking about, which is this is somebody in this kind of shadowy space looking into the possibility of what's there. It's kind of like a Three of Wands energy, but it's something that gives you the taste of like all of this, right? This lovely like sun and sea, but right yet you're in this shadowy space. That's kind of what breadcrumbs do to you. It's like giving you a taste of what could be, but it doesn't actually ever actualize into that. What else do we need to know? The Moon and the Queen of Cups. Yeah, I think these are good cards to come out because this is not knowing for sure how they feel, right? You are there now, okay, you're developing these emotions, but you're just uncertain, right? What really makes a connection sing and soar is when you can say what you feel and the other person can say what they feel and also show how they feel, right? There's a kind of like exchange. This is something that keeps you in this breadcrumbing situation, right? Keeps you in this kind of dark space of like, I don't know, and I'm uncertain. And also, there can be anxieties like, will we be getting together? You know, you could find that this is somebody that actually puts certain restrictions on you coming together, and it's a way to create anxiety. In a way, this is like, I feel like it's like a dark psychology. This used to be present in people who had this past trauma, right? That this card was on top of the deck. It used to be something that happened, and then you could have empathy for that, and there could be healing. But there are people now that actually teach people how to do this, and I think it's something you have to look out for. So that's why I wanted to do this reading on these shadow issues right now. So let's see what. Now you are in the getting crumbs no more, right? This is like I'm reversing that situation. Even if it's just like with this reading or other things, you materials you may be coming across, you're gonna be realizing that you don't have to settle for that, right? You deserve a lot more. What do you need to know here? Three of Wands. There is a possibility out there. So one of the things that the crumbs, the breadcrumbs, kind of creates is this situation that only I can give you this feeling, right? Because they're doling out this special feeling at points, but you actually have to know that there's possibilities here for you. Well, I love how the sun came out. There's actually a positive spin that can be made. All right, these two wanted to come out. Seven of Swords. Now, this situation relies on almost like a trick, an illusion. And the illusion here is that you are deserving of this somehow. Like you'll feel in this situation like, oh, they're not giving me more. I must be not that special, right? No, that's a trick. That's an illusion that's created here. And the hangman tells you about like enlightenment, seeing this for what it is. And hopefully this reading is gonna like help people. Now, Five of Swords with the Five of Pentacles, because this person keeps you waiting, right? Keeps you like with the hope, maybe one day they'll notice me, one day they'll come towards me. There is a sense of it's almost like a power play, right? This is a power play. This is somebody that, it goes back to the Emperor here. This is somebody that is like, I have all the cards. I am the one that can give you the attention. And this sense of like neglect that is coming up is what keeps you in this space, right? So I want to get you some advice here. Advice, please. Two of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. This is really great because it's opposite in a way. We have the two and the three, but it's opposite, right? The Three of Wands is a kind of helpless energy of like, when will they come towards me? Now, the Two of Wands in your advice is more intentional. It's what decisions do you need to make to change the circumstances? This is knowing and acknowledging that at any moment, even though it doesn't feel like that when you're in this situation, it feels like you're powerless or that other person has the power, right? That's how they set it up, right? That the emperor, the emperor sets things up to for them to be in charge, for them to be in control. But this is you deciding, this is my intention. Okay, it wasn't my intention to be stuck for months, a year, 2 years, whatever, how long it is that you identify with this in this situation. I have the possibility to change my world, right? This is, in some decks, this is called, I think it's called Dominion, if I'm not right, if I'm wrong. I don't know what I'm saying, but it's seeing the world and knowing that you have mastery over the world. This is knowing that you can change your fate by the decisions that you make. And I know that's hard. I know it's hard, but it's like that intentionality that actually creates the change in your life. Any last words here from this deck? Queen of Pentacles. Yes, I love that. I love that for you. And it's knowing that you're abundant, and actually what might be good for you if you find yourself in this situation is actually to focus on what you can generate for yourself. Know that there's value, right? The Queen of Pentacles is highly valuable because she gives care and she knows how to manage her resources, and she can give that to people. You have that, and so I want you to know that. And that is what I have for you today. This was a short one, but if you like this, please do give a thumbs up and subscribe. And I'd love to see you here on another reading, another discovery session. All right, where we'll pull another card and we'll explore the issue. If you have experience with somebody that was breadcrumbing you, do let me know in the comments. I love to hear it. So take care and all the best.